Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 21 of the Friggin Nerds podcast. I am your host, Mario Lima, joined by the Friggin Nerds crew. As always, the lovely Lee Dumas.
Hey, yo.
And all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, the flower-wearing young lady herself, Britt Berkey.
I'm going to say something now, because I've been instructed to say hello instead of just tipping my hat.
Oh, you passed the test.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a professional.
And joined by the even more professional Mike Berkey.
Hi guys, how you doing?
That's a good intro right there. We had a wave and everything. Guys, that's welcome to the show, episode 21. We're now legal. We can drink. We're having a great time.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
We're legal drinking.
Next we get to rent a car.
We should.
At 25.
20. Well,
yep.
2 weeks.
And it's also our, what is 25? Isn't 25 like the bronze anniversary or something like that?
I thought it was silver. No,
silver is. Oh no, it's not bronze. Maybe it's something. I'll have to look it up.
It's aluminum.
It's a metal. It's aluminum.
No,
I thought 10 was aluminum.
It's foil.
Tin foil. Yes.
Yeah. In the chat, Spooky says 50 is silver, so 25 must be bronze. If they have bronze, I feel like bronze is like an ugly thing to have.
Yeah.
But
I feel like bronze should be
bronze is expensive.
Should be like 5.
It's silver. No, 25 is silver. 30 is pearl. 50 is gold.
50 is gold.
I like gold.
25 is silver though, so we're silver next.
Okay. Silver next.
So right now we are aluminum.
We are tinfoil.
We are tinfoil. Ladies and gentlemen, every week we start the show in a segment we like to call the Swear Jar.
And for gosh sake, watch your language.
Each week, the hosts are given a keyword we cannot say at all during the show. If the word is said, we toss $1 into the Friggin Nerd Swear Jar, and eventually at the end of the season, that whole pot will be given to one lucky viewer in the audience.
One lucky viewer in the audience.
In the audience, I guess.
Oh. Come on down.
Come on down. $1, Bob.
That's right.
But it's definitely not $1. We are up to a whopping, after the last Spider-Man episode, we somehow boosted up to $35.
Yeah,
we are gonna hit 50 tonight. I have a good feeling.
Expensive episode.
We had 9 Tobys last week.
A lot of Tobys.
I have a feeling we're gonna hit 50 this week, guys. With the word that I chose.
Yeah.
Also,
you chose this.
I chose.
Yes,
this
was Lee's. This was Lee's word. I also would like to point out too. I think I only contributed to one of the 9. I think it was just a handful of all. I think we.
No,
all
I think you did 2. No, you did 2. I think I did
2.
I think Britt had it in her notes a bunch, so she kind of just.
I gave up. I'm like, I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, Mike hit him with a rapid fire one. He was like, "Oh, dang it! I said Toby. Oh, I said Toby again.
No, right.
All right, Toby again."
But this week's word is game. Ooh, this is a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one.
Should be interesting.
So after this sentence, we cannot say the word game for the rest of the show, or it is $1 in the swear jar, brother.
Chat, help us keep up with it. This is how I kept up with it last week. As I was watching chat throughout the episode. So
they like to call us out on our swearing.
Yes.
So
do not feel bad to call us out. It helps me.
Really ADD idea really quick. Next season, we shouldn't tell them what the total is, and then the winner should be the person who gets the closest without going over, like Price is Right's role.
Like guesses it?
Like Price is Right.
Oh, I like it.
Without going over. $1, Bob.
$1,
Bob.
Well, we still have several weeks until the end of this season. What if we just stop saying the pot total? and do it
Ooh.
at the end of the season. We can
What do you
implement
think,
that now.
Mario?
Ooh, that could be interesting. Yeah.
I like it, and that's who wins the pot, because I
Yeah.
haven't figured out a way to figure out who wins the pot. So
Although
I think
I've-
we've just figured it
I
out.
it just came to me in a light bulb.
That's why we pay her the
Yes.
big bucks, guys.
Although I don't know, but I feel like someone like Steph or Cindy or Stoop, they have that
That's
stuff
true.
written down, so I feel like
Here's
they're
the
gonna be
thing.
on the money.
Then they deserve it.
Yes, because then they listen to the
That
entire
means
episode.
that
They've been
means they're
working
paying
for us
attention.
all along.
That gives incentive. Oh, this is great. Yep, this is what's happening.
Oh man, this should be interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start off the show here with another fun segment. We talk about a lot of fandoms on the show, a lot of characters, and a lot of it surrounding a certain fandom called Harry Potter. And some of those characters we like to see. I wonder what house they'd be in: Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or Hufflepuff. Which table would they sit at? Because all four of us represent a different house. Me, Gryffindor; Lee, Ravenclaw; Britt's Slytherin; of course, Mike with the Hufflepuff swag. So this is a little segment we like to call the Sorting Hat. We only have two today, I believe, so it should be an easy one. We're going to start off with an actual Harry Potter character who actually technically is not sorted into a Hogwarts house because she goes to the American school, Ilvermorny. So we're going with Queenie Goldstein from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now this should
And
be
this is
an
because we just watched this movie in our Discord last night. So
yes.
fun fact.
I love her so much. I feel like
Yes,
she
I love her.
is literally nothing like me, but I love her so much. She's just so sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, she's tough though. I both of these that we're doing this week, I'm struggling hardcore with.
Mhm.
So I kind of want to hear some points here and see if
So
you guys can
her
sway. in a certain
Ilvermorny
direction.
house is Puckwudgie.
Puckwudgie. Yep.
Not
Puckwudgie.
like a wedgie, right?
No,
Not
it's a
like that.
Puckwudgie. Yes.
I would hate to go to that.
Wedgie. I know.
Be in that house.
Really-
Puck wedgies.
We really got the shit stick on house
Yeah.
names here in America, which is like represents the heart of the wizard.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So are we thinking that that's like Gryffindor heart or like
Hufflepuff.
the
heart.
sweethearts?
the
The
sweethearts.
Hufflepuff.
I feel like she is 100% a Hufflepuff.
So like in the first movie, in the first Fantastic Beast, I would agree.
Yes. But the second one, maybe not so much.
Then she like throws a wrench in it with the second.
But the thing
Fantastic
is,
Beasts.
with the second one, she's doing it because she wants so badly to be with Jacob. Like she's
Yeah.
doing it out of loyalty to
Mhm.
Jacob and like
Mhm.
out of that, desire to just like be able to be together. So I do feel like all of
Mm.
her things are driven by that loyalty and that, that
Well,
heart.
then there's the it's great that we saw both movies back to back last night.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like,
Um,
so I haven't seen Crimes of Grindelwald, and I think
Yeah,
it was
'cause
when it came
I
out
should
on
have worn
digital.
my necklace tonight.
Yep.
Yeah,
Think about it.
Steph was actually saying that, and I felt the same way. Like the first one, at least, we were both watching it. Like, I feel like I don't actually watch this movie when I watch
Yeah,
this movie because
so-
I'm always doing something else. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so
It's
with
just
the
like
s-
on in the background.
So with
Yeah.
the second movie, yeah, like I said, yeah, things are a little different. And then there's that scene where she's first introduced in the second movie, where she shows up to Newt's house with Jacob, and he's under a charm spell,
Oh.
and like so, kind of forcing. Like because we're getting married, and he's like, wait, we're getting married? What are you talking about? And Newt figures out, oh, she's under a charm, isn't he? And he takes him out of it and all that. And that's kind of a weird thing for her to do,
That happened.
kind
yeah.
of selfish, kind of weird. So that makes me think, is that a Slytherin trait in a way?
Right. So this hasn't helped at all because the two that I was struggling with was Hufflepuff and Slytherin. Like her.
Wow, those are like so opposite.
I
too.
know, but she seemed so
I know,
like
it's really
different in
confusing.
both movies.
When I think of her, she's so like just weird and eccentric that she always reminds me of Luna.
Yeah,
And
like a
Luna is a
Ah.
Ravenclaw. Like she's that like kind of like weird, eccentric,
Yeah.
creative. And so I'm like, does that mean she's a Ravenclaw? Like she has so many attributes
I think that
of
Tina
all the
could
different
be,
houses.
I think Tina would be more of a Ravenclaw than Queenie because Tina's
see that.
more like seeking out the knowledge and seeking out information versus Queenie's more like she's along for the ride
Yeah.
for some of it.
I
Hmm.
would probably Cindy said Queenie is a Slitherpuff. That's what Penny is.
Yeah, Penny's a Slitherpuff. Yep.
Yeah, I guess I would probably I think I would put her in Hufflepuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I feel
She's
like
hard. I
I'm
didn't think she
leaning-
would be that hard.
I feel like I'm leaning more towards Slytherin, and this is, I kind of feel like you got like, you know, she's meeting Jacob, and like it's all great in the first movie, and she's awesome, and she's just great. And then in the second one, it's like she's showing her true like motivation, and like she is so ambitious and wanting this thing
But
that she's willing to almost hurt the person that she's wanting to be with to
Mm.
get that. At all costs. I mean, she goes to Grindelwald. I mean, she's just like, screw this. I'm going all in on this because I want
she
it. I don't
didn't-
care what happens.
I just watched the movie. She didn't exactly go to Grindelwald. What happened is she got separated because she took off in a huff because she was upset. And then Tina wasn't where she said she was going to be. And she basically didn't have anywhere to go, and she didn't know where anyone was or how to get back to them. So Grindelwald's girl finds Queenie.
Oh,
And that's
earlier
how
in
she
the
ends up
movie.
with Grindelwald. Yeah.
Earlier.
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking of the
so-
last scene where she's with Jacob and she's like, I've got to go to Grindelwald. And she
Oh.
jumps across the flame.
Grindelwald, he's
He-
a very charismatic guy.
He is.
He
You
is.
know?
And he's promising her things that nobody else in the wizarding world at this point can promise her, that she can marry Jacob.
I would totally
So-
jump over a flame for Johnny Depp any day.
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
I
though.
love that man.
But like, do you see Jacob's face when that happens? Like, I
Yeah,
feel
but-
like she's
But
so
she makes
ambitiously
that
doing
choice
that.
out of loyalty to Jacob, not
Yes.
to Grindelwald.
And not for herself necessarily. Like she's doing
Yeah,
it.
no, I agree with that.
Also,
see
that
that.
sort of that like naivete, like easy to be taken advantage of. That feels
That's
Hufflepuff to
Hufflepuff.
me.
Yes.
Darn, that's-
Agreed. Because she definitely, yeah.
Stooped.
She's
Stooped
too dumb
said-
to be a Slytherin.
Dumb.
Oh man.
Aw.
Wow. I mean, I can see both sides. Like, I agree with that. Yeah.
I think that he's just a really strong personality and he has a way of just, she doesn't
but
see that he's a
she-
bad guy right now.
But she did that to Jacob at the very beginning of the movie without Grindelwald's influence. And that seems, I don't know if a Hufflepuff would try to like mind control somebody.
I think that I don't know that she was like, she charmed him, but I think it was because she knew that deep down he wanted that, but he was too afraid. He's also, I feel Jacob is also a Hufflepuff. Because
100%. Yeah, we can
100%
agree on
he's a
that. Yeah,
Hufflepuff.
yeah.
But he is too afraid for her safety. And she's at the point where she's like, but this is what I want. And I don't care about the consequences. And I think he's at the point where he's like, this is what I want too, but I already know what it's like to lose this. You know, like at the end of the first movie, he gets obliviated. So he already knows what it's like to love her and then lose her. So he doesn't want that to be a possibility again. So he's like, we can't do this. This can't be a thing.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just
All right.
my
Look.
take on it.
I'm the captain of the Hufflepuff table, and I will gladly take Queenie at my table 100%
Yeah,
all day.
she's a strong
So,
Hufflepuff, I feel.
I
Her and
was-
Jacob.
I'm on the fence. Yeah, Jacob 100%. So let's just keep them together. I'm fine
Yeah.
saying Hufflepuff because I was right on the fence. I think I'm going Hufflepuff.
Even though I think she's just so charming. I think she would really get on my nerves. I'm kind of with Stoop on that. Like she's a little too spacey. Like I would have a hard time like carrying on, a conversation with the gal. So she can't sit at our table. So
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna go with Hufflepuff.
You
Wait,
are
you
getting
saying that all
clicky.
Hufflepuffs are-
No. I'm just saying y'all are sweet. Y'all
Okay.
take her in.
I'll take.
Right?
Yeah, I'll definitely take Queenie in. Yeah, for sure.
And I think I would put Tina Gryffindor.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Throw it at her.
All right, Mario, what you got for Queenie?
Hearing arguments here, I think I'll go Hufflepuff, but I feel like a small side of her could probably sit at the Gryffindor table. I think she could hang with the
Oh,
Gryffindor.
Oh
man.
yeah, I could see
I
that.
think she could. I think she could handle it. I mean, even I think we talked about the other night about Hermione, how she technically could have been a Ravenclaw, but she kind of decided to go more
Yeah.
Gryffindor. So
Yeah.
I feel like Queenie could definitely fit the mold of a fine
gotcha.
Gryffindor, but I will say
That's-
Hufflepuff.
So did
That is
we?
a solid.
Did we just all agree on a character?
I think we actually
think
finally
so.
agreed.
Is this
That
the
ever-
first
I
time
just-
that this has
Guys,
happened?
I pulled out the debate shoes there. Did you see that? Like when I get strong about a character.
I was right on the line, and I did see James in the chat mention nobody was themselves in the second Fantastic Beasts due to
This is true.
bad writing. And I kind of went, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, because she seems so much different
there
in
are
the
a
second
few
movie.
issues with the second movie,
Yeah.
but that's for.
I'm terrified for the
That's it.
third one because literally Grindelwald's not going to be himself because they have Giant Depp anymore.
He's literally
That's
not
true.
the same person.
maybe,
And they've been
he's a
pushing it back
variant.
so much. I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
Something was
Yeah.
wrong with the sacred timeline.
It's a variant
and,
Grindelwald.
we got a variant
Yes.
Grindelwald.
All right, fingers crossed on Fantastic
Maybe
Beasts
we'll
3.
get an alligator Grindelwald.
Oh man, that would be the replacement for Johnny Depp as Loki
Grin-
Gator.
Grindelgator.
Grindelgator. We got one more. This one I feel like might be a little easier. Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Mike doesn't think so.
It's tough.
Let's see what we think. We're gonna go with. He's kind of in the news here today. We're gonna go with someone we've been kind of talking about for the last few weeks. Character showing up in Shang-Chi and Spider-Man. We have Wong from Doctor Strange. Interesting. I don't know.
All right, so I'm on the fence with this guy, and so I'm gonna listen to points and see what everybody else says.
I want to hear your points though. I want to hear why you're on the fence.
I'm thinking Gryffindor.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Gryffindor.
I could see
Mario just wants him at his
Gryffindor.
table.
Of course,
I
I
mean,
want
Wong
Wong
is
to play.
so cool.
I know, I
Yeah,
love
but at the same
Agreed.
time, he better be paying for his own sandwich. Cheap bastard. But
You don't th-
I can
Wong-
see. I can also see.
Ravenclaw?
Yeah, I got a couple of Ravenclaws that I can see. I see where they're coming from for Ravenclaw, but I don't know. There's something of just I don't know when it comes to.
Wong, he's
Isn't
the
he the one that-
librarian.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
isn't he the one who like
yeah. And so like that
True.
immediately just like pushes me to Ravenclaw, but
Right.
I do know that he was the replacement librarian because the original one gets killed at the very beginning of Doctor Strange. And so it's like, does he want that job or was it just shorthanded and so they threw Wong there?
He is so loyal though to the ancient one.
Yeah.
Camartage. Like I think initially I would say Ravenclaw for the same reason.
That's
but,
like my instinct. And then I'm like, wait, hold
but
on.
like he is so loyal. He's a rule follower.
But he
Like,
also has some.
I think I would put and he's the one that's like, Strange, don't do that spell. That's too dangerous. In Strange's movie, in the Spidey trailer, like he's not a risk taker at all. Like so I can't
neither are
see him in
Ravenclaws.
Gryffindor. Well, that's why I'm saying I
Oh yeah,
can't-
Gryffindor.
like
no.
I think I could X out Gryffindor for that. He's not self-serving in any way, shape, or form. So I think I can X
Yes, I
off
think it's between
Slytherin.
Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff.
So the thing for Ravenclaw, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't he know like every book in the library anyway? Though,
Yeah.
like
Well, and
he's
he-
very well learned.
And he's letting
Mhm.
Strange know, like, yo, don't cast a spell. He knows the spell, like he knows
Yeah.
all these spells, he knows what's in every book. So I don't think he was just like thrown in as the replacement librarian.
I
He
think
was
that
probably next
he
in
was-
Yeah.
line.
yeah,
I think I'd put him Ravenclaw.
I think so too because he's just got that je ne sais quoi, if you will,
Je ne
like
sais
that's something
quoi.
Yes.
that's got like he's got that and Rita's gonna kick my butt for that one. Oh my god, she's gonna kick my ass if she listens. Because I definitely didn't pronounce that right. But he's just got that like, like I think that, him telling Strange, like, don't do that spell. And like, he warns Strange all along because he knows what the consequences are going to be because he's studied all of this.
Yep,
He knows.
He's Hermione.
So he is Hermione. He's
You-
bookish.
Hermione.
You stay by the rules. Don't cast that spell. Don't cast that spell without reading the rules behind it.
Yeah, he's like, guys, be smart.
Yeah.
Quit being stupid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Hermione if Hermione had gone with Ravenclaw, because
Yes.
Hermione only breaks the
That's the
rules because she
answer.
went with Gryffindor.
I'm going Ravenclaw.
I am too. Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw it is.
Mario.
Mario.
I'm not gonna be the broken tire on the grocery cart, so I'll go Ravenclaw.
Agreed
I'll go
on both
Ravenclaw.
of them. Look at this,
Wow.
guys.
Unbelievable.
This is where fireworks
I
go
am
off.
impressed with us.
I'm very impressed.
Stupefy
Good job.
also checked on the interwebs and says that the rest of the internet also agrees with us.
Really?
The
Ravenclaw.
popular vote is also Ravenclaw for the rest of the interwebs.
We actually run the internet.
Yeah,
so
that
that
was-
makes
Yes.
sense.
That was just updated as we said it.
The four of us
Exactly.
are actually in charge of the internet.
We're
We're
like
like Al
interwebs.
Gore.
we're like the
The
TVA's
algorithm.
pamphlet of information. Is just everything we say is the internet. That
Oh
would be
Yeah.
scary.
goodness.
That would be scary. Oh my goodness.
All right, so all sorted, beautiful. I think we're gonna move on to our next segment. We haven't done this one in a while. I don't think a couple of weeks. This is a little game we like to
always-
call. What's that?
Hey,
Oh, I said it.
there's the first one of the day.
Oh, I wasn't even paying
no.
attention.
Here's the first one.
I
This-
wasn't even paying attention.
This is a little bleep we like to call. Guess who? Who? All right, this is a segment based on a little bleep called Guess Who, where we have to identify two players describe a certain character on the board, and we have to guess who that character is. Today playing, it's me and Britt, so we both have to come up with a
Oh,
character.
yay.
And
The pressure's on because Mike and I did real well last time.
We did great last time, Lee. Like I
Yeah.
was shocked. It
Did
was-
y'all
it.
do great, or are Mario and I bad guessers?
we might be bad
No,
guessers.
no, we
We
picked
might
really good
just suck.
characters.
pretty sure it was very great.
Like I went to like
Yes.
the biggest details. I'm like, is their first name Chris?
No, because keep in mind though that Mike and I were also playing for each, like, when it wasn't our turn, we were also playing. So it wasn't necessarily that you guys are bad
True,
guessers.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Good
Well,
point.
Who's going first? Mario or myself?
I'd like to have you go first. I'm still kind of on the fence about what my character. I want my character
Okay,
to be.
well, I have a character.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Who's starting? Mike, you're beside me. You can go first.
Is this a Marvel character?
Nope.
Ooh.
That's like the first question all the time for us.
It's a Marvel character.
Because it's so often Marvel.
Yeah.
Is it a Harry Potter character?
It is.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, Chinese fireball. Ooh. Is
It was the Chinese fireball. No, I'm just
Oh my
Imagine-
gosh, what was
imagine.
it? What if it was?
Is this character a female?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Got a penis.
This gotta be a person that has a penis.
Chinese
Decidedly.
fireball. Ooh.
Which means that it's
Chinese
probably
I just love saying. I love when what's his name? Barty Crouch goes like that. Oh, Chinese fireball. Ooh.
Yes. All right. Is this
Or Horntail, whatever he
character
says.
in the Harry Potter verse or the Fantastic Beast verse?
Potta.
Okay.
well, it's supposed to be a yes or no question, but I'll let it slide, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You screwed that up.
Oh, I got a good answer out of her though, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Ravenclaw, don't be saying we're cheating over here.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Britt, is this guy a student
Uh-huh.
at Hogwarts?
Yep.
Okay.
Is this character a Weasley?
No.
Wow, that knocks out like half the characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There's so many of them.
Is this person in the Gryffindor house?
No.
Ooh, had to think about it though.
Is this person in Slytherin?
Yes.
I think I know. Slytherin male
Did-
student.
Did this student attempt to murder Dumbledore?
Yeah.
You're so depressed.
Did Draco Malfoy?
Yeah.
Ah, ba, 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 ba.
Got it.
And-
That was only like
Woo!
2.5 rounds.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
very
good job,
very Brit pick for sure.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
Brit pick.
Very
All
on
right.
brand.
Well, last time I didn't go. I did not pick Loki, which is what everybody expected me to do. So I was like, maybe I'll throw him this time and go with a Brit character.
yes.
Didn't work.
Not so
All
much.
All right, Mario.
All right. All right. I'm ready.
Okay. Britt, you can go first since you played or did the thing last time.
Okay. Does this person have magical powers?
No.
Is this person in the MCU?
No.
Okay.
Is this person in Star Wars?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. If it's not the worm, then y'all screwed on me. Is this person a worm?
Is this person a big juicy feller?
Nope.
So
It's not a worm.
what's the worm's
So it's
name
not-
again?
Uh,
Come on, babe. You got this.
Boba Fett.
Pizza?
No, dang it.
Every time!
I think it's so confusing because now, like, I can't remember which one is right. I don't even remember what the other
Boba
one's
Fett is a
name
Mandalorian. Remember that. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett is one of the coolest characters in Star Wars.
Boba Fett
Jabba
goes
the
with Baby
Hutt.
Yoda.
Jabba.
Jabba the
No, he
Hutt.
doesn't.
Jabba.
No, but he looks
Not-
like,
not-
like
Yeah.
in her brain, she can put those two things together because
He's
Mandalorian.
he's not technically a real
he's not
Mandalorian, but anyways.
technically, but he wears one Mandalorian armor.
Anyways, move on.
Okay. I just want to make sure, like the classification of superpowers that got asked. I just want to make sure, is this person a Jedi?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify. I didn't know like if you'd be
Oh, so
like,
it's like a
"No,
lay
it's not,
person
like,
in the Star
flying."
Wars universe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. That narrows it down a lot. Is this person in the new trilogy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm on to you, Mario.
Does this person have nice clothes?
No.
I don't know anything about Star Wars.
Oh my gosh.
Do they?
That's a great question.
Does he wear jeans?
Is this person one of the pilots of the Millennium Falcon?
One of the pilots? No.
Oh, so that takes out.
Because I was trying to go like, if it's not Han, maybe it's Chewie. But
Knock those
Didn't
out.
get-
Oh, this is
How
gonna be
about a
good
gunner?
one. Gunner?
Yep.
Have they ever been a gunner? No.
They've never been a gunner on the
No.
Falcon.
No.
Wow.
I
Wait,
know somebody. I know somebody.
okay. Is it a friend from work?
Oh, I forgot his name.
Is he in describe the person?
He's one of them new kids.
Yeah, from the new
Yeah.
trilogy.
Are you talking about Finn?
Or are you talking
I
about
think
Poe?
I was thinking of
He's a new
Puck,
kid.
but I think it's because
Poe.
I'm thinking
Poe.
Finn and Puck are in Glee.
Yeah,
I
but she
think
said
that's
new
why I was
kid.
getting those messed up.
Yeah.
Is it the one that's friends with Ray, or is it the one that is the pilot?
You can't be both.
They're two different people.
You're either my
There's
friend or
Finn
you're a
and there's
pilot.
Poe.
Just ask him if it's Poe.
Is it a girl?
No. Oh wait, we didn't ask that.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we didn't ask
No.
Technically not a girl.
Technically not a girl.
Okay.
Is it
Okay.
also technically not a guy?
Is this person
Oh,
technically
it's a robot.
a robot?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I teed it up for you, Lee. I teed it up.
Okay. Is this robot the master of communications?
Be more specific.
Does this
Like a bunch
robot
of languages.
speak a bunch of languages?
Yes.
Oh,
C-3PO.
There it is.
That's
That was a good
I
one, Mario.
guess.
That was a good one.
Yeah, because technically he's in the new trilogy. So
Yep.
He is
it
technically.
works. That was
Yep,
good.
We didn't even ask
There
if it
you
was a
go.
boy or a
I
girl.
didn't even think about droids. I was thinking of some aliens, but I
Okay.
had completely left out
The
droids.
real shocker here is that I broke that case.
Yeah, you did.
And one of my questions was, do they have nice clothes? So
Technically not.
that question narrowed it down to get
Yeah.
the droid.
everybody
Mhm.
hits a home run every once.
Oh, beautiful.
He doesn't
well,
have clothes.
well done.
Gosh.
Well
oh my
done.
Lanta.
I think we actually got that in the exact same amount of questions almost as Britt's. Just
Yeah, I
saying.
think that was close. I think
That's
that
pretty
was good.
close.
I was afraid you guys weren't going to get it.
got
That's
there.
kind of
We
like
got
how I
there,
felt
Mario.
about Dolores last time.
Yeah.
So moving on, we got a big, thick, juicy fella of some friggin' nerds news today. So let's move on to the
Oh,
friggin'
boy, we
nerd
do.
news. All right, this weekend is looking to be very, very special because finally it's happening. We're getting Shang-Chi in theaters.
Let's go.
Who's going?
Is that confirmed how we pronounce it? Shang-Chi?
Is
It
Shang-Chi.
is.
Yes.
That's how
100%
that's how Mike said it last week.
Yeah, I like had to keep saying it to myself in the mirror. Shung, because it's Shang. It's spelled Shang, but it's pronounced Shung.
Mm.
Okay.
So it is Shang-Chi. And
Got
so,
it.
guys, this is releasing this weekend. This is the first MCU movie to be exclusive to the theaters since the pandemic.
Theaters.
The
The movie
theaters.
theater.
Did you notice I didn't say theater there?
Right, because you said theater.
Oh, that's
Because
the
you
argument.
didn't say movie.
She told me that I said theater the other day, and I was like, "You crazy."
You did. You did say that.
Anyway, Shang-Chi is coming out this weekend. We got our tickets ready for Friday. We're excited. And we thought we'd take a second. I mean, this is not a super popular character. I don't even think many people knew who this was unless you picked up the comics. Basically, since Iron Man has come out, because there was a very long period of time that Shang-Chi was just not in any type of Marvel comics, in any type of popularity. But of course, back in the Kung Fu Bruce Lee times, he was very popular. What is that, 70s, 80s was Bruce Lee? Is that right?
Yeah, somewhere in
Yeah.
there. Early 90s even maybe.
Yep. So
No,
he
was dead.
70s. He was
Yeah.
dead?
Mhm.
Yeah, his son died too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy Lord.
Wow,
Well,
Under like weird mysterious circumstances.
right.
My family is all we were all in martial arts. So my dad wouldn't let me watch any like PG-13 movies or up because I come from a very sheltered home life. But the only thing we were allowed to watch
Bruce Lee
was
film.
Bruce Lee.
Really?
Anyways, onward. Oh gosh, all the time we had to watch Bruce Lee.
So because he's not as well known as many of the other heroes, we thought we'd take a second to just like give you a little bit of a briefer on him, a briefer, guys.
A
We're
briefer.
giving you a briefer.
Love those brief.
We're gonna write this
Hashtag
down.
briefer.
Dude, that's the next sweaty Mike
Make it a
phrase.
briefers.
I've got so many shirts on the line here. It's not even crazy. It's not. It's so crazy.
Not even
So-
crazy, huh?
It's not even crazy.
You
I'm
can do
sorry,
this.
guys.
You got
All right,
Not
so
even crazy,
who
'cause
is
it's so crazy.
who is Shang-Chi? Who is
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi?
Come
Okay.
on, Mike.
You can do this, guys.
Real to get it together.
He is unparalleled at hand-to-hand combat. He's one of the best in the comics at hand-to-hand combat. And like I said, he was very popular in the comics in the late 70s, early 80s. And his popularity just died down up until about the time that Kevin Feige started building the blocks for the MCU 20 years ago.
Whew.
He had Shang-Chi on his list to be in those movies. So he has wanted to make this Shang-Chi movie for 20 years. So this is a big deal.
Even
It's
though we
been a
had
long
that
time
weird Mandarin moment
Yeah.
with the General Baptist preacher.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, wait, is there somewhere in here about the show Mario, the one shot? Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yep. So the key change with this Shang-Chi versus the comic book Shang-Chi is that they have made his father the Mandarin. And so if you guys have seen any of the other MCU flicks, especially the Iron Man movies, you probably have seen the Mandarin in Iron Man 3, and you're wondering what the heck is going on here. So that's the next question.
It's a
Who
weird
is
moment.
the Mandarin? And so if you saw Iron Man 3, you saw Ben Kingsley play a version of the character in Iron Man 3. And it was revealed towards the end, spoiler alert, that he was the fake Mandarin.
Created by
I don't-
American Online. Instant messaging.
Instant message system. So that's in the notes. You guys can't see the notes, but it's created by AIM in Iron Man 3.
AIM.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And then
Just brought me back.
but it was revealed he was the fake one. However, there was a one-shot released by Marvel that confirmed not only was he the fake one, but there is a real Mandarin. And that was, I mean, that was a few years. That was back in like 2014 when they revealed that. So they've been sitting on kind of having this Mandarin villain who's a very large, very big named Iron Man villain in these movies until this point here.
Can I say real quick? I feel like that one shot, it single-handedly fixed Iron Man 3 for a lot of people, because people did not like Iron Man 3 of the 3 Iron Man movies. Iron Man 2 wasn't a big fan favorite either. Iron Man 3, people hated it. One of the main reasons because of that, having the Mandarin in it, and it's all BS at the end. So this, I feel like, saves the movie now, because now it's confirmed, oh, there actually is a real Mandarin, and you know, and they show that they've been building this for the 10 rings for a while now.
Yep.
So that to me fixes those movies, kind of like how Endgame kind of fixed Dark World for some people and made people want to go watch Dark World again.
Yep. So like Mario just said, the 10 rings, they've been building up to the 10 rings reveal since the very first Iron Man movie. There were signs of the 10 rings in the background. I mean, they've been around in several of the MCU movies, and we'll touch on that here in a second. But for the Mandarin, who he is the leader of the terrorist organization called the 10 Rings. But he also, he also has the actual items on his person called the 10 Rings,
which are going to be fun bangle bracelets.
Yes.
What a fun accessory.
100%. So what are the 10 rings? We have two different definitions we would like to go over with you guys, so you guys can keep them straight when you're watching the Legend of the 10 Rings.
I'm gonna take these notes with me to the movie theater.
Yeah,
so
just
that
go-
I
go
can just
over it.
reference my notes.
Get her phone out so she can read it. A
100%.
little flashlight.
Yeah, I'm not. I
So-
swear I'm not recording the movie. I just need my notes because I don't know what's going on in this movie.
I have a
Don't worry.
podcast.
I'm on a
Yes,
podcast.
yes, that's right.
It's all good. It's legit.
So we have the physical rings, and in the comics, these are actually rings that the Mandarin wears that he found, he came upon, that were created on another planet inhabited by a dragon race. Azul's
Like-
hometown.
Like Azul.
Yes.
From Dungeons and Dragons.
That's right. But here in the MCU, these actual rings are being switched, retconned a little bit to be like bracelets or bangles that you put on your forearm.
It's not like a tiger. You can tell you don't shop for accessories.
Bangles.
Bangles.
Sorry, I just didn't put the right emphasis on the right vowel there.
Sure.
Yeah. Bangles are they look super awesome. The animation here in the trailers that we've seen has me so hyped to see these things in action. They extend, they like shoot out energy, they fly around on their own. It's gonna be super awesome. But they're just as powerful, if not probably more powerful than the rings that we've seen in the comics. Then we've got the 10 rings in meaning
to rule
of
them
a
all.
terrorist organization, and that's the organization Mandarin leads. And there has been hints to this 10 Rings organization in almost every Iron Man movie that we've seen. They've also mentioned it in Ant-Man, and of course, as we've talked about, we've got that Marvel one-shot that kind of ties a lot of things together. That has now dropped on Disney Plus, and they purposely did that right here before you go see Mandarin. You want to make sure you go watch that one-shot called All Hail the King. So all that information, how does this impact the MCU? So we know for sure from the trailers, we have seen a few different things. The biggest thing is a fight scene in the latest trailer between Wong, who we just sorted into Ravenclaw, and the Abomination from the Incredible Hulk. So, you know, not many things keep going from the Incredible Hulk movie, but looks like they're bringing back the Abomination. So that's
Interesting.
kind of cool. So there's a big fight scene between the two of them. The scenery looks to be Madripoor, which we've seen in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. So
Madripoor was cool.
there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that I think this movie is going to have a much bigger impact than people are anticipating. I think there's going to be a few surprises that people. I mean, there was
It happens,
the
man.
Hulk. The Hulk
There was
happened.
the Hulk.
Okay, that was like no. Okay, that's like, you know, you can't be held responsible for who you dated, like in the beginning of college, right? Like on him, but that movie is like that person you dated like before you got your life together, right? About the Eternals, right?
Yes.
After this trailer. Okay, so what is the Eternals movie all about? So this is going to be the creation No, that's not what's happening, guys. Those are just your friendly neighborhood celestials.
Mhm.
So we've already seen detailed enough instructions for like what happens if like a sort of deviant comes. What if her like Anyways, Eric Voss over at New Rockstars theorizes that the energy that Ajax is talking about could instead be describing the energy needed for like an egg to hatch, right?
Oh.
Is
Is it a 10-kilometer egg or a 5-kilometer
this
egg?
would probably be more like a 20K.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
Okay.
this one's been gestating. Oof. I was right.
Is that the
Deep
right
down.
word? Did everything down right?
I was like, did I miss a syllable?
She grabbed my arm and everything. She was like, "Oh no, I just messed up."
Deep inside the earth for a while. Okay.
Okay.
And there's like something to this, because in the comics we have Tiamat, a celestial that lay dormant, buried in the mountains on Earth. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe all of this energy that happened was enough to crack this big ass egg back open.
The emergence of whatever's in this giant egg. Yeah.
Right.
Like
That,
a
makes
Mewtwo?
sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a Mewtwo in the middle of Chicago.
I like it.
Could be. Anyways, Voss's video goes way more in depth, including additional shots from the trailer that he believes to maybe be either the inside of Tiamat or maybe like his like egg. Like
It's a
his
flesh-made
egg.
smoke monster, says Steph.
Yes, it's a smoke monster.
It absolutely is. That
And-
makes sense.
And yes, Stoop, it's spelled the same way. So I'm assuming they got the name from the dragon.
I lost my place. Anyway, so
Sorry.
go watch Eric Voss's video if you're interested in that. Then we also see an asteroid hitting the Earth. Maybe it's the asteroid that wiped out the dinos, maybe, or maybe this is like the beginning of the emergence. I don't know, because we see like a tsunami thing sort of happening.
It looks like we flipped to like a day after tomorrow, like end of the world
And that's
meteor
like all
hitting.
my favorite
movie.
things.
Yeah.
We have like aliens. We have like weather gone wrong. We have
potato
magic.
chips.
We have Jon Snow.
If we
I'll
have
watch anything
Darcy,
with
we
Jon
have
Snow.
potato chips.
What?
If we have Darcy, we have potato chips.
Oh, potato chips.
the
Potato chips are my
regular
favorite
Lay's.
things.
Regular
Baked
Lay's.
Lays. Regular baked Lays. They have to be baked, Mike.
Right,
It can't
baked
just be
Lays.
any plain
Baked
chips.
Lays.
gotta
They
be
can't
baked
just-
Lays.
Exactly.
Okay, so the last big question, of course, one that we've all been wondering since we found out about the Eternals is, where did the Eternals buy their furniture? Really something that's been discussed just nonstop on the Reddits. So at the end of the trailer, we see Icarus. He says, like, what is this table made out of? Vibranium. He's hanging out at Phastos's house, and it just breaks apart. And
It's an
Phastos says,
IKEA.
"No, it's the IKEA fall collection."
Fall collection.
So to answer that question, they purchased their furniture at IKEA, just like the rest of us. He even probably had to put it all together
Probably-
by himself.
Right?
Probably at the same warehouse that our very own Loki and who is Mario? Loki and
Oh, Tony Stark.
Tony Stark.
No, Tony
visited
Stark. Yes.
Episode what? Whatever it
Exactly.
was.
Episode 10. That was our 10th.
Oh, yeah, episode 10.
celebration.
Yep.
Yep.
Had to deal with like Kevin, the sales guy.
Yeah.
But just to finish up, a couple things that make you go, all right. So in the beginning, we see Icarus and Ajax at that farmhouse. Later in the
Yeah.
trailer, we see Icarus fire his eyeball lasers, and we see that farmhouse in the background. So did he kill Ajax? Because
Oh,
never
man.
again in these trailers do we see Ajax in any of the group shots with the rest of the Eternals or like the modern day scenes.
Well,
so
maybe they just want us to feel that way. Maybe that's
Yeah.
intentionally omitting.
I have seen that Icarus is with the other Eternals through like the modern day, scenes through like almost the rest of the movie. So I'm assuming I would feel weird if he like kills Ajax and then maybe he's like playing it, downplaying.
He
it
is a
and, like,
Stark. And
He
I-
is a Stark.
I
That's
think-
right.
I think
He's
that
played.
absolutely tracks for a Stark.
He's
You
played
can't
by
trust
Rob
him.
Stark. So
Can't trust
There you
those
go.
guys. And the last one, this was interesting, and I have no theory for this. In the word November, in the beginning and the end of this, when they're telling us when the movie is going to drop, in the O of November, there's this tiny symbol. There's one for the opening and one for the end, and it appears and then it disappears. One sort of looks like a double helix, like a DNA strand, and one looks like the Loki hourglass for all time, always.
Yep.
So
TVA.
what's that all about? Interesting. That's all I got for y'all.
Well, that was a bucket of information
There you go.
that we just poured over you guys.
Just
Wait,
bathed in it.
real quick to go back to the furniture. Claw in the chat just said that IKEA is doing reclaimed furniture now that they saw that today. And Cindy is also
Oh,
confirming
yes.
they're starting with the store in Philly.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
amazing.
That is awesome. Yep. So both huge MCU movies, both of those are coming out right in the next couple of months, right before Spider-Man comes out. I know everybody's jazzed
And more
and hyped
importantly,
up.
right before my birthday.
Yeah, right before her birthday. I know everybody's just jazzed and hyped up about Spider-Man, but I do not want you to sleep on these movies. Like both of these are going to be huge. I think Eternals more than
Huge.
Shang-Chi.
Huge.
They're doing so
Huge.
much, man.
Yeah.
I just thought, side thought, they're doing all these celestial stories and all that. But do you guys remember, like, I'm assuming they're going to come back to this eventually, when they teased at the end of Guardians 2, Adam Warlock?
Yep.
How are they going to fit this in? Like, are they going to come back to that? Did they totally dump that idea in the trash? Like,
No, he's coming.
like, man,
He's
like
coming.
that. There's so much, man. They're throwing so much at us right now, and I'm like,
Yep.
whew, they need to slow their
Yeah, I
roll a
think,
bit, man. I'm still
I'm so here
processing.
for it.
We could see this. We could see him pop up in the Thor, since Thor and Guardians are all hanging out together now. Could see that in Thor Love and Thunder or in
Yes,
Guardians
that
3.
is a real man.
Yeah, it's like an angel had a baby with a space pirate.
Oh my gosh.
So the MCU is not the only thing, going nuts at the end of this year. We've got an announcement from the DC side of things, folks. I know that there's not a lot of DC fans.
This is for
here in the
you,
audience.
James.
James, what's up, buddy? DC just announced today that they're having their event called Fandome on October 16th. This is a free virtual event. You can go watch it over on DC Fandome. That's DOME.com. And this is showcasing DC's biggest movies, games, shows, comics, and more. I just said the word. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
And so far for the event, we do know that we're going to get a new trailer for the Batman. I almost just said the word and I didn't even mean to. The movie that has Cedric Diggory in it.
Yeah,
he was the
the
new Batman.
sparkly vampire Batman.
That's right.
My favorite version.
We're gonna see a first look at The Rock in the Black Adam, guys. This is gonna be a sleeper DC movie. That I mean, if it's The Rock, I'm definitely excited to see that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We're gonna get a sneak peek of The Flash. We're gonna have what do they call him? Batfleck. Ben Affleck playing Batman is coming back.
Oh, you said a cuss word or something.
Nope. He's coming back for this movie, even though they're not wanting to use him anymore. The whole DC universe is so strange to me, but he's coming back, even though we have Cedric Diggory coming back as Batman.
We've really got to get on like a James level with this DC stuff.
Yes.
Because Suicide Squad was so good that it made me rethink a few things,
Made you rethink.
Like, what am I doing with
The Batman stuff's going to be a lot of fun for sure, because I already saw Michael Keaton was on Late Night last week or 2 weeks ago, and he's all pumped up. We got shots of the old Batmobile already, and like he's getting fit for this movie. So like this is going to be hot, man. This is going to be like the Spider-Verse for DC. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be.
They're pretty much cracking
cool.
open the DC multiverse, and I guess that's the answer to having all these different variations of these characters. Doesn't seem as concise as what Marvel's putting together on their end. Then we've got Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. We're getting behind the scene looks at both of those, and of course John Cena with his new character Peacemaker from the Suicide Squad. He's got a show coming out at the beginning of next year, and we're going to get a look at that as well. So there's a lot of DC stuff happening. It's a lot of hype around this stuff. They're going to be, hyping it up October 16th during DC Fandome. So Mario, What you think about all that stuff?
I'm pretty hyped. I think, like I said, I'm really excited for like the Batman stuff because that's my favorite DC hero. It's always been Batman, from Adam West to Michael Keaton to George Clooney, even to Christian Bale, although he wasn't the best Batman, but we'll talk about that in another podcast. But I am really excited for the future of DC because DC's been getting a lot of flack last few years, and it's definitely nice to see them kind of picking up. I was always a fan of the TV shows for the most part. Like, I used to watch Flash and CW, Green Arrow, all of that. I just kind of lost touch. There's just a lot of media. But I think film wise, I think we're in for a real treat. So I think stick close to this. I think you guys are gonna enjoy some stuff.
I'm pretty stoked to see Robert Pattinson as Batman. Like I
it
feel
looks
like
so good. It looks so, it's like so far. I guess there was a screening already for and they said it's so dark and violent.
Yes,
and like
the director
gritty.
The director said he didn't want it to be an origin story, but he wanted it to be like the year one graphic novel where it's like the beginnings of him being Batman, not an origin story, because we've seen that a billion times. It's like the Into the Spider-Verse, let's do it one more time type thing. This is like his first year. He's out for vengeance. He's out for revenge. It's brutal. It's going to be interesting to see. So I'm excited to see this.
It almost connects Gotham. I don't know if you ever watched Gotham, that TV show, like that. Spoilers, that ends as with Bruce Wayne becoming Batman. So I feel like that's a nice.
Maybe it carries over.
In a way, it might be a way to kind of reintroduce like Batman to this generation, maybe, because that was a good show. I enjoyed Gotham. So like, that's a nice way to be like, okay, here's a Batman story of like him as a kid growing up into Batman. Now let's show you Batman for the first couple of years, because we've seen Batman in his prime so many times. So this is a good, nice, fresh look at the character for sure.
So again, guys, it's October 16th. You can go watch this on dcfandom.com. Go check it out. We got 2 more news stories we're going to cover tonight before we get into our draft. We're going to go through these real quick. Gamescom 2021, that happened over this past week. There were several games that have been teased over the last few years. They actually got some dates, they got some trailers. We've got a list here that I can go over, but I do want to ask Miss Lee, which of these are you most excited to see? Which of these? I know that you've there may be one thing that you mentioned to me before we put the notes in. Oh no, Lee's muted.
Yeah, Lee, you're muted.
I mentioned that not because I ever played the original one, but like I know that it's very retro, which is very much Mike's vibe. Are you talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, the Shredder's Revenge?
Yes.
Yeah,
so Shredder's Revenge is coming out. It's been announced. But in this trailer, they have announced that April O'Neil is going to be a playable character.
Time.
Yep. A couple of the heavy hitters here, though. Halo Infinite officially gets release date of December 8th of this year. Marvel Midnight Suns looks amazing.
Really cool.
That's coming out of March of next year. And then Horizon Forbidden West, which is a sequel to the PlayStation exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn. That's been pushed back. It finally gets a date of February 18th, 2022. So a lot of gaming news there.
And did the Lego one did we already have that news about Lego Star Wars Saga?
I don't think it had a date. I think it got pushed back, and then it's finally now saying
spring 2022.
That's.
Here's hoping.
I'm gonna be hyped. I'm hyped for that. That's one of my bigger ones. Marvel's big. Halo. I'm not that excited
for Lego games, right, babe?
Oh my God, those Lego games are so freaking hard. I don't know how those are written for children.
Those were early the Wizard's Guide streams. If you guys watched us play the Harry Potter Lego,
it looks like me trying to figure out rocket science.
Yes,
it is like the hardest thing ever to play.
I agree.
So a lot of game news coming out,
but they're real fun.
That we're super.
Oh, you said it.
Oh, gummit. Oh my gosh! And it was the name of the convention.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, we might have to go
Well,
back and tally
I
those
said
up.
it
I
later.
later.
already,
times.
I've been tallying it. He said it like 4 or 5 times now. It's
Oh
fine.
my gosh!
You didn't. Oh, because that's right. I was muted because I kept going.
No, I didn't hear.
Uh,
Oh my gosh! All right, the last news article, Matrix 4. It got a special screening during WB's CinemaCon this past week.
Interesting.
This has been, announced. It's been, people knew it was coming, but we haven't really heard too much about it. It's got pushed back on the release date. It's got a final release date now of December 22nd of this year. It's going to be in theaters and on HBO Max.
Sweet.
So definitely look for that this
how long do we
holiday.
think that's gonna last?
I think it's through this year. I think WB said the 2021 slate is going to be on HBO Max.
Woo,
with the
that's
theater.
very nice. Very
So-
nice news.
This came in like right on the edge of that. So
Yeah.
hopefully it doesn't get bumped. There's a ton of theories about what the story is going to be because of, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Matrix movies, they've been out for a while. In the last movie, at the end, the movie's called Resurrection. So you can probably put some pieces together there. So how are they going to work that out? A lot of theories. Like I said, the teaser was shown behind closed doors at the CinemaCon this past week.
Are they going to be doing like the de-aging
No,
technology on them?
I do not think so. I think this is Neo. This is Keanu Reeves in John Wick form. It's got could be, it could have the beard and stuff. I don't know officially though, because I don't think the actual trailer is out for public to see yet. It was behind closed doors.
Gotcha.
Hype.
So
Hype.
Yeah,
so
I'm
I'm
excited about that.
stoked. I'm stoked for that. So guys, that has been your nerd news for the week. We went all over this week. We didn't stay in Marvel, y'all. We went all over.
What
We
an
had
adventure we went on.
several
That was a
different
super
fandoms.
adventure.
Several different fandoms, which leads into this week's nonsense draft.
Excited about this one. And another fandom.
Yes. So this week's nonsense draft topic goes along the lines with fandom. But guys, we are making a Big Brother fandom alliance in this draft. We're picking 4 characters from any fandom that we would want in our Big Brother house alliance.
This
Yeah.
is going to be, so it's us included. So technically 5
We
people.
are-
It's
we
We're
are
us
in it with them.
and 4 people.
100%. So
Yeah.
this is a big brother draft. If people watch that show, you're gonna be into this. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
We got to get
So,
our alliance together to make it to the end. We got to win that money.
win that money.
Win that money, honey. All right. That said, everybody get your D20s out and it's time to roll for initiative.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that was a loud.
I swear to you, I have the worst rolls ever. I got a 1
No, you crit failed, which means you have to like do something
every
like the chicken
time.
dance.
Yes. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
What'd you
I
get?
got a 14. So guys, if you're keeping track at home,
I got a 10.
the last draft we tied. Britt and I tied for first place. Mario came in second, Lee came in third. So the total point standings at this moment for this season, Britt is in the lead with 15 total points, Mike with 10, Mario with 9, and Lee with 8. So it's
go.
tight. It's a tight
Bringing
race.
home that belt, guys. Mario, what's your number?
11.
What's your digits? 11. Wow, that's a low
Wow.
rolling night,
I
guys. That
feel like
means
Mario
you're
cheated.
first.
Do you need me to roll again?
Yeah, I feel like you cheated because
You
you
think
heard
Mario
me say
cheated
10.
with a 9?
You heard me say 10.
Oh.
You're like, I'm gonna go 1 higher.
Did you get? I thought you
Love
got.
it.
I thought you got 6.
No, I got a 10, brother.
I got 11.
Brother. All right. Ty and chat said, is this like Love Island or Naked and Afraid?
None
it's
of the
kinda
above.
More like
It's like
Survivor, but you
Survivor.
get to stay indoor. It's like Survivor for people that are more like me and Mike.
Less
Yeah.
You know,
extreme.
that would
It's like-
melt outside.
it's
it's
like,
like
Survivor Light.
it's like glamping,
It's Survivor glamping.
It's Survivor glamping. You go, you stay in a house. It's air
Oh my
conditioning.
gosh.
It's very much
Um,
political in terms of like
Yeah,
Oh.
power plays in
Charisma.
the house.
Yeah, power
yeah.
plays.
Overflow joined chat, and that's perfect. He's our other like
Perfect
hardcore
timing.
Big Brother fan. So
All right, so
good timing.
So I'm gonna try to organize my team into specific. I got first pick, right?
You do.
Okay.
First pick. Yep.
So I'm gonna try to organize my team into like specific like roles for my alliance in the Big Brother house.
That's smart.
The
That's smart.
first one I want is the brains / schemer, the person that can like know the game like the back of their hand. Even if there's not a lot to drink in this house, this guy, he drinks and he knows things, everybody.
Oh, man.
I'm going with Tyrion
No.
Lannister
What?
as my first alliance
I
member.
thought no one would even
in the
think
Big
to get
Brother house.
Tyrion. Oh, Mike, I hate you so much.
It brings me great satisfaction to hear this the cries of dismay with
such
that
a good
pick.
Like I put him he was like my only one in that spot because I didn't think anybody would pick him. Dang.
I'm a
Have
big
it,
Game of
man.
Thrones fan. You should have
Sugar
anticipated that.
nut balls.
Tyrion
Okay.
Lannister, baby.
Dang, such a good pick. Okay. All right, Mario. God, now I got y'all slow down. I gotta figure something out.
All right, when I think of Big Brother, I think of if I was there, I want a guy who's smart. I want a guy who can like get some of those challenges done. A lot of puzzles, a lot of strategic moves there. I need someone who's smart, who can be a step ahead of the game. So I'm gonna go with somebody who is always one step ahead of the game. I'm gonna go with Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's a good one.
Can
He's sometimes
can he see multiple outcomes?
he's way ahead of the
Oh.
game.
Like
He can just see
when
everything.
they do the slide pictures.
Yep.
Like I can
just
see
said it.
Doctor Strange is gonna kill that with the little glass slide pictures. He's gonna kill it.
I just said it again.
You did just say it again.
Oh my Lanta. All right, Lee. You are up.
Guys, you're killing me because that was such a good strategist. Oh man. Okay.
Strategery.
Strategery.
So here's the thing. When I think Big Brother, right? There's like a whole lot of drama that happens on that show. And sometimes you just need like a fresh somebody to just like just kick the drama right in the face.
You
And
need
for me,
America's sweetheart.
kind of, but the person that's just doesn't take the bullshit and doesn't care about the drama.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm gonna go with Yelena because she's a girl that I feel like I would want to hang
nice.
out in a house with.
Okay.
Look too, like sex sells in the Big Brother house, and
Mm.
Yelena would be like a top target for showman.
She would have the showman.
But she would also be like the Black Widow Yelena. Like she would be like the girl that would eat their fucking heads off when she was done, like praying mantis style.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like
Fine.
I
that.
like it.
Can't
I like
hate
it.
that pick. That's a good pick. All right. Well, damn, Mike really threw me on that one. So, oh geez Louise. Okay. I want to go manipulator. Like,
Ooh.
You need a
man.
master manipulator. We need the Derek of his season, right? We need the manipulator. Those are the ones that can get the information. What better way to manipulate people than to trick them into believing you're somebody that you're not?
Are you picking Loki with your?
I'm actually going to go with Mystique.
Oh, Mystique. Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, and she's got the sex card for
we got
showmance
the
and-
sexy thing, and
yeah.
she's a shapeshifter. Like, how perfect.
Interesting.
She could shapeshift into somebody in your alliance, and you'd be thinking you'd be giving up secrets to your alliance members, but no, that's my gal.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good pick, babe.
Yeah, thank
That's-
you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Then for my second pick, you need a comp beast. That's like
Yep.
an obvious one.
No.
You need a comp beast. So I'm gonna go with Thor.
No.
He
Okay.
drinks and he knows things.
He also
He
drinks.
also drinks. He doesn't know too much, but he definitely can.
He pretends like he
and
knows
stuff.
things.
Yes,
Ty in chat said that's a little cheaty, Britt. And Ty, that is the game of Big Brother.
that's true.
It's
That's
true.
There's
Yep.
no
Speaking
rules
of
in Big
cheating-
Brother except expect the unexpected.
Is it my turn? Because
It's
speaking
your
of
turn, Lee.
cheating,
Let's do it.
so there's always that one person in the alliance, right? That's actually in 4 different alliances, and you're never really sure where they stand until like the very last episode. You know
the
that guy?
floaters. Floaters, get a
floaters.
live vest.
So I'm gonna get one of those because they could be
You
real
get one of
helpful if
those.
they're on your team to get that information from the other people. I'm gonna go with Jack Sparrow. I feel like he'd be a real good floater.
Man, look at that pick. That's great. I didn't even think about Parts of the Caribbean.
And he has his own song.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
There's that.
He's
Yep.
got his own theme song to do his floating too.
Yep.
All right, Mario, that brings us to you. Who's joining Strange in the alliance?
All right, man. This is tough. Because I don't know.
Jack and Thor are gonna enjoy drinking together since Overflow.
Yes, they are.
I don't want to go all Marvel, but but I feel like you always gotta have that one goofy meathead in the crew there.
Oh,
Mike's
no,
already
no, no,
shaking
no,
his
no.
head.
Don't take him, please don't take him.
I'm between two. So I think I'm going to take Drax.
Oh.
Ooh, all
I
right.
love
So
it.
he was my backup. Mario.
Let's see if the
That's
other
good.
one
I
was the
love
other one.
Drax.
So I'm actually, you got Mystique is kind of like multiple people in one.
Yeah.
I think my bruiser, my comp beast, is
Mhm.
also incredibly smart and also incredibly like he can work with Tyrion.
Humble.
I think incredibly humble. Yeah. I'm going, and I'm assuming this works with Bruce Banner / Hulk.
Yeah.
Whenever we need a comp, he goes Hulk style on
Well,
everybody.
You know what? You can just go with Endgame Hulk, or
I
we have
could go
Smart
with
Hulk.
Endgame Hulk.
I like to call him Bulk.
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 So
I'll just put Bulk now.
I need the vicious like ferocity of Hulk though, and sometimes when I watch
right.
Endgame, I'm kind of like,
All right, I'll just put Banner / Hulk, not Bulk.
we can put Bulk. That's fine. Okay. This one is
It's bulking season.
this one's gonna be a little bit out of this is gonna be expected.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna get me some votes.
Okay.
And so I'm doing it. You
Okay.
guys need on your Big Brother Alliance, you got to have somebody with a social game.
Yep. Absolutely.
Somebody that everybody loves.
Yeah.
This person is loved by his entire office that he sits in and works very close at this paper company.
You're already on the team.
I'm already on the team. Oh, that was sweet, babe. Thank you so much. I'm going with Jim from The Office.
Jim. Oh, that's
my-
a great idea.
My social
Dang.
player.
I would have taken Dwight.
Not for social game, no. Maybe manipulator, but definitely I want some Jimbo.
Okay. All right. Back to you, Mario.
Mario, no
Back to
cheating
you.
with that chat. No cheating.
I'm not looking at the chat, man. Oh man, like this is tougher. This was my idea, by the way, to do this draft, and I'm having a tough time all of a sudden. Only because Thor was taken from me, and that was what I really wanted. Let's see. Look at my list here. A lot of great characters. You know,
You're killing me, man.
I got my Drax.
My anxiety is here.
Hey man, you know that's part of the game, brother. I'm gonna go with. You need like a trickster. You need like a player in there. You know, someone fun.
Backstabber.
A backstabber too. But I'm gonna go with Fred Weasley.
All right.
Fred is dead.
That was
Not
What?
in my show.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
was like,
he's still alive here. He's still
Man.
alive here.
oh man. So
That came out of left field.
yeah, that was a build-up, and it
Wow.
was for Fred Weasley.
I
and
was looking
like,
at Harry
wow.
Potter characters. I'm
shocker.
like, I'm gonna go with something a little more fun.
All right.
I like it.
I love it. Lee.
I feel like the rug's been taken out from under me almost. Like, I did
He's
not
like,
expect that pick.
That was a shocker.
I know. I didn't either. And yeah.
Like
He's
I
got-
just need
he'd-
to.
he'd
I
have
need
a
a
good-
minute. He
He'd
would
have a
process that.
Great
social
social
game.
game.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was weird.
Oh, hey, you both said the word. That's perfect.
Oh, dang nabbit.
Dang it, y'all.
Well,
Who
one
picked this
and two.
word?
I did. You're welcome. Oh my god, I'm
Alright.
so stuck right now.
Chat, what are we up to? Has anybody been I feel like
I've
we're
been keeping
way
track.
up there.
Pays attention.
We're at 8 right now.
Okay.
Oh my god, I am so between two. I gotta go with my girl. Like, I have not once, because she's so predictable for me. I have never picked Hermione for my drafts, and I just
Hey,
feel
good pick. Yeah.
like Hermione deserves to be on this team with Yelena, and she could maybe keep Jack Sparrow
she's
in
got the
line.
brains.
She's got that Miss Swan sass.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
can
yeah.
keep Jack in line. It'll be great. And she's
I
got
like
the
it.
brain. She's
Hermione
she's
is
my
a super,
strategist.
super solid pick. That brings it to me for my last two picks.
Yep,
So
you got the end around.
yeah, so I feel like I'm happy with what I've gotten left with. I've got my sleeper pick for the end. All right. So I knew I needed brains. That's incredibly important on your alliance to make it to the end. But even better, there are a lot of meltdowns in the
Yes.
house.
Yeah.
It is mentally, emotionally, it is really tough. It would be super helpful to have a psychologist. So I'm going to take Professor X.
Oh, you're going double X-Men over here.
Oh, dang, I sure did, didn't I?
That's your
Somebody
alliance
did
name.
ask, why could I not, or how could I not do Loki and Thor? Because Loki would only be worrying about,
himself.
no, about screwing up Thor.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
can't have my alliance fall apart because Loki can't keep his eyes on the prize. So I'm going to go with Professor X. And for my last pick, of course, you need the friendly one, the one that everybody loves. You need that social game has to be strong. And I know that wouldn't be me. It's not going to be really any of the, maybe Professor X.
Thor's friend. Thor would be friendly.
He's so cocky.
That's true.
This one, I don't think any of you guys would have thought to pick. But he is a community favorite. Everybody loves him. He's going to be what wins me the draft. I'm going with Expecto Go James.
What?
What?
You can't choose that.
I checked. I said before this, I'm like, I can do anybody.
In a
I
fandom.
waited. He's in
He's in the fandom.
the WooTuber fandom. It's a
Wow.
really, you guys may have not heard of it. WooTuber fandom, really, really popular. Big deal. Big deal.
What?
Dang, man.
Oh my gosh. You know, I needed a Hufflepuff. Well,
Well,
like,
then
I'll
I
get
just-
myself in trouble.
Where's my white flag?
Yeah, I know. Like we
Ty
should
said
just.
he's a friend from work. I know him. He's
It's like
friend
a
from
trump
work.
card you just pulled out
Yeah,
there,
that's-
Britt. That was
we-
bogus.
Oh my gosh, it's so good though, you guys.
All right, hey, we still get points for second, though. We
Look
still get points for
Look at that.
second.
It was literally the
Damn
first thing
it.
I wrote down
Oh
when
my
I started my list.
gosh.
I'm like, I'm doing it. Oh, man.
Wow, what a sneaky pick. I mean, I guess it works. I mean, it's a fandom.
I said anybody.
Look at all of our
Anybody.
faces.
That's like the craziest pick in nonsense draft history.
Oh my gosh.
Because like then now you're a fake fan if you don't go and choose the one that has Expecto Go in it.
That's right. Lee said it, not me. Lee said it, not me. You're a fake fan.
Wow.
And James will hate you forever. It's
Can
true.
Mike just looks utterly crestfallen right now. I just want you to
I felt
understand.
really great about my team, and now I just completely just got
Oh my
dominated.
This is
Um,
terrible.
I'm
Anyway.
trying to find flaws in this, so like maybe we can
If-
talk people
look,
out.
Look, if you want to cancel it, I have another
No, No,
bombshell
you know
pick.
what? You know what? Keep it. I will allow it.
Y'all vote. Y'all want to cancel it? I'll win with my backup.
No,
pick,
I'm trying
too.
to find flaws in James working with Mystique. You know,
James can work with anybody.
that's true. Dang it.
James could literally work with anybody.
That's
He's
the
literally
problem.
the only pick.
Like,
He's the
I feel
only
like
pick.
the rest of us are gonna like bicker and fight with one another.
James
James
is gonna be like,
he's
"Hold on,
gonna
hold
be
on,
the
hold on,
one
yo.
that'll be like, guys,
Yo, listen up, guys. I
listen."
got some new content to tell you
He's
about
like,
here. Okay.
yeah.
And
Everybody,
here's the other
calm
thing.
down. Yeah,
If you guys
yeah.
don't watch Big Brother, a really big part of Big Brother is America's vote.
Oh, you get America's vote.
And
constantly.
James would always he'd be like, yo, it's your boy James here with a little DR content.
He would kill
America would love him.
like the little interviews to do in between the scenes. He would kill those interviews.
Yes,
he'd be in the chair.
100%.
He'd be killing them. All right, I allow it.
Actually, James, you should probably
You should get on.
You should
Big
try
Brother,
out,
man.
brother, because you'd be awesome.
You
on
would
Big
probably
Brother.
win. Like nobody can vote James out of the house.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but could James survive that show is my question.
Yeah.
Oh, James would kill it.
I think
James
he
would kill
could.
it.
Because I don't think I could. Honestly.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be out so early.
I
I'd
would
have
be
like a nervous breakdown and I'd have to like self-evict.
Yep, same.
Wow. What a
Alright.
slam dunk.
How
Selection.
you gonna follow that one?
I don't know. I don't know,
Well,
man.
guys, y'all are all on your last pick. So here we go. Lee, who's your final pick?
Oh, it's
So
me.
far, you've got Yelena, Jack Sparrow, and Hermione.
So here's who I thought maybe you were gonna go with the big lovable fella who is very social, and you just need that guy that's gonna keep on trucking when everybody else is giving up, right? You need that determined fella that's gonna keep you laughing and keep you rolling. And for me, I think that's gonna be Jacob Kowalski.
Oh, Jacob.
yes.
Such a
Jacob
good
Kowalski.
And everybody
He's
in
my
the Big
dude.
Brother house loves the bakers and cooks.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
He's gonna be
He'll
winning over those
everybody.
folks,
Victim.
man.
Yep. That's a
They'll say, let me
man.
bake you some bread.
Yes.
Change your
100%.
mind.
100%.
I like that pick.
All right.
Oh, my
I mean, it's not
goodness.
as great as freaking James, but it'll do.
Britt shook the draft room here. Like
I'm like having anxiety. Like I'm like,
I know. I'm
bro,
like, man.
everything I thought to be true about this draft just went right out the window.
Jeez.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right, Mario, your
Mario.
last selection.
So,
Cindy said I'm gonna win Dawn over with the chocolate croissants. Sorry.
so I had an idea. I had a plan until Britt just shook the universe here, the nonsense draft universe. So, you want to play this game, Britt? I'm gonna play it harder. I select for my
No.
final Big Brother housemate, Sue
No.
from Expecto Go.
Oh
baby.
my god, you guys!
Gryffindor.
Frank and I don't stand a freaking chance.
Ah.
Oh,
Let me tell you what, Mario and I, we had a hard time on season 1. Mario and I are here to play on season 2.
We're
Dang,
not
man.
messing around. We're not messing around this year.
Oh,
my
my gosh.
Yeah. We're that comeback story, guys.
Oh,
Comeback
no.
of the year.
You open up the multiverse, Britt. Like this is happening. now.
You disrupted the timeline.
Oh my
right there.
gosh.
That's what just happened.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Oh goodness. About to pee my
Wow.
pants.
Man, this is such a weird
We're gonna have them
This is
campaigning
so
for us
weird.
tomorrow, y'all. On
It's
their
so
Listening
weird.
Wednesday, I bet you they're gonna be campaigning against each other. Like, go
Oh.
vote for Mario,
Oh,
go vote
yes.
for Britt.
Yeah, marriage. We're just gonna crack it down the center.
Just implode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick the last pick of the draft, but I'm so not excited at all about picking anything.
Mike's gonna be like A Drive.
Yeah, can I pick Mystic 7, please?
Mystic 7.
Oh man. All right, look. I'm gonna go with somebody else who's pretty smart in the MCU. He's got endurance. He's able to flip around. He can shoot spider webs out of his hand. I'm going Peter Parker, but I'm not excited at all about it. Like I'm so bummed out now.
Peter Parker, if anybody picked James, I was gonna pick Peter Parker.
Yeah, Peter. He's got the social game. He's got the smarts. He can do the endurance comps.
Wait. Did you just call Peter Parker social?
Yeah, everybody
He's
loves Peter Parker.
So lovable.
Yeah, I mean he's awkwardly social,
He's lovable,
but I am too.
but he's definitely awkward.
That's true. Mike is super socially awkward too, and everybody adores him.
And I
So
just
annoying.
realized I put Hermione on my team, and we're kind of a very similar person, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'm just depressed about this draft overall, guys.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
I
my
said it
Lord.
again. How many
Mike,
times did I say it?
swear to goodness.
Great call said, I mean, James has to vote for Mario. I know right now is like James can't vote for my team because that's a
true.
vote against his wife.
That's true.
And she'll know. She'll check his phone and see the check mark next to Britt's
Wow.
name. Be like,
That's right.
What's
I
going
see
on?
Who you
Yeah.
voted for.
I see you.
Yep.
Mario, that was a really good strategy. I'll give that.
the
I'll give
minute
that to you.
the minute I thought about it, and when you said, I said, you know what? Keep it, because I got something in my back pocket. You want to play this? You want to play it
Oh my
like
God.
this? I will show you how to play.
Oh,
That is
man.
absolutely hysterical.
Well, I'm just gonna
Hysterical.
close the document that I spent hours researching.
Right?
only
I'm just
to
gonna
get
tear this
stolen
page
from
out of
me.
the book.
I'll tell
I'm
you though,
dying.
I was gonna go wrestler. I was gonna go like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was gonna like someone like
Dude,
To
that
fight.
would be. He would be so great in the Big Brother house.
I was
my
gonna go,
gosh.
but like when she did that, I'm like, I gotta win this.
Yeah.
I gotta fight my way through this.
I mean, what could happen here is that Mario and I split the vote,
Oh,
and then
maybe
and
Lee
then
I
one
can-
of you guys
yeah.
ends up winning because our vote is split between.
Lee, we
husband and
need
wife.
to campaign for each other in this. Like we gotta get this.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness. All right, guys, I'm going to recap our teams. This is our Big Brother Alliance. Who is taking
I'm just
home the money?
picturing Drax and Expecto Go Sue in the same room. It's just Lee.
Oh my gosh. It would be
Oh my
like, it would be like, how did I get into this? What is James signing me up for?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think
Go.
we need to have James and Sue on the podcast next week to like
Oh my gosh.
advocate for
to crown the
themselves.
winner.
Oh.
Okay, so Mike's team up first. We have Tyrion Lannister, Banner Hulk, but not Bulk, but just Banner Hulk. We've got Jim from The Office and Peter Parker. Love it. Love it. Mario, Doctor Strange, who can see into the future. Drax, who's incredibly humble. Oh, we've got Fred Weasley, such a class clown. And Expecto Go Sue.
Who can also see into the future.
Yes.
Sue is like, okay, I shouldn't even say anything to advocate for your team, but Sue is like actually incredibly freaking smart. But on top of that, she's an author, which means she could come up
Mm.
with the stories and lies that would be needed.
And she's real good at
to
it
get
too.
her
We've
team
learned
through.
Yes.
she is real good at a good lie.
Oh gosh. More on that
Like,
later.
In the in D&D, I mean, like she's real good
Oh,
at like
yeah, I was
like,
manipulating
okay.
and stuff, like falsifying information in a story way.
Oh
Mhm.
my goodness.
Mhm.
Yeah, rocket scientist, mother, and author. She's a
Crazy.
solid pick. That's
Yep.
a solid pick. Lee. Lee has Yelena, Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Hermione.
This is the tale.
Of Captain Jack Sparrow. Should have turned on the sound bite so we could
Yes.
just play that. Hermione and Jacob Kowalski coming in with the delicious baked goods.
And the big hugs.
And
I feel like he'd be a good hugger.
hugs. He would be
Mhm.
a good hugger. And last but not least, we have my team at the bottom again. I've got Mystique, my shapeshifter, Thor, my comp beast, Professor X to keep them all sane, and Expecto Go James. 'cause
I
we need the social
can't believe
game.
this is happening.
I know this is insane.
Here for you, Big Brother content.
We
That's
should do,
it,
we should
boys
just
and
do,
girls.
He would be just like what's his face going around this year with the selfie, the camera and whatnot. Oh
Yeah.
god, Derek.
Derek, yep.
The one that we were talking about
We,
before
uh,
stream.
We need a WooTubers battle royale.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. I think we should do like a WooTuber draft one of these weeks.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
That's-
my!
If it's a battle
goodness.
royale, I'm not taking Kellen. Kellen
Not taking
Kellen
Kellen?
would be like, does this costume match my weapon?
Oh man, Kellen, we
But
love you, bro.
Kellen's not a fighter.
Oh
Kellen's
man.
not the one you want on your team when you're going into battle.
Oh, my
Unless you're battling
God.
on the runway.
Yes.
Oh, we're doing it. We got to do a WooTuber one. That'd be so funny.
that would be
Oh
hilarious.
my
Dude,
god,
hilarious.
like the Avengers of WooTubers. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Oh my goodness.
But ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Friggin' Nerds podcast.
It's been a roller coaster of an
To
evening.
vote for
Right?
this ridiculous draft, check us out on twitter.com/frickin' and vote for which team you think is the best. And be
Vote
careful who you
for
vote
Mike
for.
or Lee.
Yes.
Or
Don't vote for the cheaters.
Don't vote for the two cheaters.
unless you want to be on Sue's good side, then you know what to do.
Look at Mario working it.
I'm working it, brother. I'm the heel in the situation. And of course, follow us on various forms of social media. We got Twitter, of course. Hang out on Discord. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. Follow us, Friggin' Nerds Media. If you guys want to watch a show live on Tuesdays here on twitch.tv/Friggin' Nerds Media, be sure to come by 9 p.m.
that.
Eastern Standard Time. Hang out with us, and of course we have so many fun things we do here. We do arcade nights on Thursdays, D&D on every other Saturday, and crafts and cocktails coming up this coming Saturday. If you can't make it in the live stream, don't worry. We put this podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, so be sure to watch it there. We appreciate the support, guys, as always. I'm Mario Lima.
Oh, I'm freaking Nerd Lee.
Wake up!
She's done.
so
She's
shocked.
like, I
She's
can't
like-
believe Britt took James in the
I
draft.
can't believe this just happened in this draft.
It doesn't matter.
This
I'm
is-
pretty sure Mario stole it with Sue. Like I think I lost it with
Well,
Sue.
Anyways,
Man.
That's
Oh,
friggin' Nerd Mike.
Friggin' Nerd Mike
I'm
here.
friggin' nerd, baby.
you guys have been friggin' awesome, and as always,
Stay
Stay
friggin'
Friggin' nerdy.
hey, you got through it. There you go, guys.